YouTube, this is Kristen Moonrise. Welcome back to my channel. And first, let me just show you my nails. I wanted to get that out the way. I get dipping powder on my nails, by the way. So I'm going to be talking about three different things. The third thing that I will talk about is I'll pull a tarot card for this sun sign of Aquarius that we are now in. The second thing I will talk about is the super new moon that we are now experiencing this weekend, which is also transitioning from Capricorn into Aquarius. So lots of Aquarius energy, especially now that we are in the age of Aquarius. The differences with the ages that last about 2,000 years is that they go backwards. So we've already exited out of Pisces, the age of Pisces, and we're now roughly entering into the age of Aquarius. It's a more of an energy shift. It's nothing that you can say yay or nay, it's starting, but it's an energy shift that these ages have. So, and as you know, after Aquarius is going to be Pisces when you look at the normal calendar that we go by. So the ages go backwards, but right now everything is in Aquarius at this present moment. And so the first thing that I will talk about, which I'll start now, is I will link it up there at the top about the video that I previously did about the tarot card pull for January, which was the Lover's card, which talked about making a choice, making a decision. Are you going to eat that apple off of the tree or are you not going to? It also represented relationships and contracts, business, all of that stuff. So I didn't really think that I was going to resonate that much with the card. I think you all kind of resonated with it a lot, especially with dating and it being the Lover's card. And that also with me too, now that I'm back there, out there dating again. But it also represented, like business, contracts, togetherness, coming as one. And I've decided to, start taking on clients for data science. So I resonated with it a lot. And what I came to realize is that what I came to realize about myself at this point is like, sometimes you forget when you're purging all of your old belief systems and the conditioning that you had, and you're learning the right way to be for you, and you're adapting and adopting new value systems, you kind of forget that you don't need to be a student 100% of the time. You can actually apply and teach and embody it. So it was like, the information versus embodiment thing. I didn't realize that I had already embodied what I was saying and believing, and it wasn't so much that I needed to learn more about it. Um, I think it's kind of like, like if you grow up and you say prayers in church or whatever, and you no longer need to read the prayer word for word. You've already embodied it. You know it by heart already. You've memorized the prayer, but you don't realize it until you realize you're not really reading off the paper anymore. You're like, why do I even have this paper? Why do I even have the book out? I already know this. So I had that moment where um it was time for me to say, yes, let me start embodying what I now believe. So what it was that there is a certain level of comfort in being confused and not making a choice, because it's not risky, because you're not choosing wrong, and you don't take the blame for anything, because you're not choosing anything to go anywhere. But that's how you stay stuck, is by not choosing, not making a choice, which was what that Lover's card represented. So that really resonated with me. That card resonated with me a lot more than I realized. And so clarity can kind of be a little scary, because that means that you are deciding. You are absolutely saying, this is what I'm deciding on. This is the direction that I'm going in, period. You can also change your mind later and things like that, but that's scary. Sometimes clarity is scary because sometimes you can't go back. But there is confusion, there's comfort in being confused or not making a choice. but that is exactly how you stay stuck and how your life doesn't actually have any movement. So, anyway, let's get to talking about this super new moon in Capricorn transitioning into the Aquarius season. So, um, new moons are about emptying out the old and starting fresh, starting new. And so that's what we're going through now. So, this new moon we won't be able to see because we can't see new moons. The dark side of the moon is facing the earth. Um, so but new moons, it's completely empty, it's completely starting fresh. And so one book that I really love, I really love this book, I'm going to link it in the description box. It's got new moon journaling questions in here that I do every single month, and it also has the full moon ritual prayer that I read out loud also. But each new moon every month I fill out the journaling questions that it asks me, and I start fresh every month. I've got new goals that month. I've got a new um, mindset each and every month, and I absolutely love doing it. I definitely would well, let's see. I don't know what am I trying to say. I would recommend. That's the word I'm trying to say. I would definitely recommend this book if you want to say positive affirmations over yourself. It's got so much good things in here. I mean, I've went over this book so much. I mean, you can probably see all of the. Well, actually, no, you can't. But anyway, I've highlighted a lot of stuff in here. But I've gifted this book to a few friends, and it's really good about really being yourself and being authentic. So the super moon, so this is a super new moon. The super part about this moon is that it means that it's at its closest to the earth. So if you remember the full moon last month, it was very close to the earth. It was big, it was right there. It's also the same way for this new moon also, except just because we can't see it, we can't tell how close it actually is. But I'm assuming it's just as close as it was last month when it was full and we can actually see it. So, so the moon's orbit is at its closest to the Earth when it's a super moon of any kind. And so next month, when we have our next full moon, it will actually be the micro moon, which means it's going to be at its farthest from the Earth. And so that is that I call it like an accordion type energy, where there's going to be a lot of pushes and pulls with this momentum that we're going that this Aquarius energy that we're in right now. It represents this tug of what's these energies that is going on in the world right now, and in politics, in government and education, all these things that are getting pushed and pulled together. We're really in that phase right now. So, what this is actually calling us to do is to be more in balance with ourselves and in tune with ourselves, and to develop and have better relationships with ourselves and with other people. And how are we meshing with the masculine? Are we repelling the masculine? Are we receptive to the masculine? Are we appreciative to the masculine? And I don't necessarily mean romantic relationships or men in particular, but anything that represents masculinity in your life. What is your relationship with that masculine energy in your life? It's causing us to really look at the relationship there. Um, it's asking, this energy of this new moon is about openness and collaborating with others that have a different mindset, different views from us. And in addition to us really being solid within our own belief systems, it is also asking us to respect others and not force them to fit into our belief systems. And so, since we are in the Aquarius season, I am going to read a little bit from Aquarius here. A few traits. So, Aquarius is a masculine sign, it is an air sign, and it's fixed. So, the dominant keyword is I know. And the most likable trait about Aquarius is friendliness. I will link this book. It is the only astrology book you'll ever need. I'll also link that in the description box down below. So, yeah. Okay, now to pull a card and really resonate with the card that we are going to pull here. So give me a little bit of time to shuffle these cards. But yeah, I am very, very, very excited to just to see what's going on in this new month, and what energies it has. What is it asking us to reflect upon? What is it asking us to leave behind and start up again? So I'm just going to split these in a few different piles and then gather them back up. So yeah, this channel is clearly moving into more spirituality, which is what I felt like it was asking me to do. What the spirit realm was definitely asking me to get more in tune with my spirituality. So although I won't say it now, but I will say it in the future. But tarot cards are, I love tarot cards. I really, really do. But they are actually not my choice of divination tool. So I will definitely leave that for future videos when it comes to what my choice of divination tool is. And I will link in the description box also this tarot card deck. So yeah, let me know actually in the comments, what is your if you use any divination tools, or if you're interested in any, what are you interested in? Do you like tarot cards? Do you like whatever, any of the other ones? I don't want to say what mine is that I like. So yeah, what I prefer. That's a whole story that I'm so excited to tell you about, because it's something that I was doing when I was a kid and didn't realize it. All right, let's see. What card is it that we are going to reflect upon now? I'm feeling it's this one. Ooh, oh my gosh. It is the Judgment card, part of the Major Arcana. Okay, I am actually going to talk a bit about the Judgment card right now. And it's really funny. I just pulled out the Lover's card. It is very similar to the Lover's card because it's got the Angel Gabriel in the sky. And as you see, this is daytime and this was nighttime. And so this is very similar to what I just pulled earlier. So, Judgment is also a major arcana card, which is a more of an overarching life theme, where the minor arcana is about the day to day life experiences. So, it's about change. Something is pulling us to change. And as we can see, there is a crossroads or a cross on this flag here. So, we're at a crossroads when it comes to the decisions that we have to make. We are having to respond to the call of judgment and leading us to self-actualization. And we are having to judge ourselves. It's time to reach new heights, and we are now prepared to reach new heights. The past is now behind us. And we have to examine if the way that we are living is the best version of ourselves. Is this the best you? and this is at the end of your journey. And so, yes, Angel Gabriel again. And as we can see, there are dead bodies rising out of the coffin here. So, are you ready, or do you need to repeat a few things? The angel has been watching you this entire time. So, if you know that about the tarot cards, it's a process. And so, the Lover's card is actually number 6, as you can see at the top there. Number 6. This here is number, is that 20? I don't know my Roman numerals. So we already went through the whole process, even though I'm only pulling one card. But so if you, the tarot card started off as a game that you play and little things that you go through, and so this is the at the end of the journey, um, where you made your choice, and now here you are making more choices. So it's definitely a cyclical thing. So this is a wake up call, a summoning, a development milestone, the final decision that you need to make in this situation. Call to cleansing period and a breaking free of old habits. So, wow. Okay, you guys that are on your spiritual journeys, please let me know if this resonates with you, because I cannot say any more than I already am how like this resonates with me. I didn't even need for it to sink in for a little bit. This resonated with me totally immediately, especially after the Lover's card from last week, or not last week, but from earlier of this month. So that's all that I have today. Thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you in the next video. But definitely let me know what you think about this. I'm definitely going into a more spiritual angle to this channel, and let me know what you think in the comments about these cards, if this resonates with you at all. And thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.